Most people have eaten at KFC at least once in their life and have probably seen hundreds of their ads on TV. But have you ever thought about what it's actually like working for Colonel Sanders? Keep watching to find out. In a TikTok video, a KFC employee spilled the secret on how KFC makes some of its food, and it turns out there's more actual cooking involved than you might think. The video shows an employee making KFC gravy by whisking together bits of excess fried chicken, water, and a spice packet. The video also shows how KFC's crispy strips are hand-floured and breaded and then deep-fried in store. That's a far cry from the frozen, already fried chicken strips you might expect from a fast food joint. The video led to some mixed reactions, with some people being disgusted and others gaining more respect for KFC's food. No matter the meal, making food is almost certainly a mess. That's even more true when you're talking about cooking massive amounts of chicken that needs to be floured, spiced, and fried all day. In response to a question in a KFC Reddit thread asking workers what's the one thing they don't like about working at the joint, the first response was the messy nature of being a fry cook. As one person responded, "Flour all over you, grease all over you. I would take a shower with my clothes on so I didn't wake up my roommate with the washing machine every time I worked." The mess is more than just a hygiene thing for some workers. A recently hired employee posted on Reddit that they have celiac and were wondering if they would be fine despite all the flour in the air. In response, a former employee said, "People used to wear face masks because the density of flour in the air made it hard to breathe."
Chicken with fries, please.
Chicken with fries.
Chicken with fries, please, mate.
Chicken with fries.
There are rush hours and there are random rushes when working at KFC. That's just part of the job, and that's true for many people in the restaurant and fast food industry. Yet it doesn't take much to overwhelm the system when your employer has multiple deals that cater to large gatherings. When a mass of people come in and orders are put through for fried chicken, the chicken all gets put in the cookers at once, and when they finish, they all come out at once. And the manager is getting pissed because you're unable to rack up 200 wicked wings in the span of 2 minutes. Some people can't hang under pressure either, which just makes the situation worse, as you can imagine. Another employee posted in the same thread that when people put in, quote, ridiculously larger orders, as in anything over $70, a few of my coworkers become way too stressed out and panicked over an order taking a bit too long to be served out. If you want to be a good customer and help out with the flow of things, as well as get the freshest chicken possible, one former employee left some advice on Reddit. If you have a big order, order ahead of time, as they will usually cook a dedicated batch.
What do we do about the bones? We do this. This is what we do.
There's no disputing that food waste is bad. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Americans waste between 30 and 40% of the food supply due to spoilage, equipment malfunction, and over-ordering. One other major issue added to the problem: consumers also contribute to food loss when they buy or cook more than they need and choose to throw out the extras. Some KFC employees have seen food waste issues at their locations firsthand. On a Reddit post about things that bothered the poster about the ethics of KFC, food waste was at the top of the list. The poster wrote, "I just want to know how other people feel about the ridiculous amount of chicken that goes in the bin every single day." The responses to their question were mixed, with some noting that they've seen similar waste issues while working at places like Subway and Burger King. Extra chicken isn't always wasted, depending on the location and how lenient the manager is. One former worker noted that if they worked past closing time, then employees had the chance to take home the leftovers that would normally be thrown out. When the drinks really start to set in after a long night out, nothing is better than hot, greasy fried chicken that you don't have to cook yourself. So maybe it shouldn't come as a surprise that employees have to deal with their fair share of intoxicated customers. It happens enough for there to be plenty of memes about eating KFC while in an altered state of mind. Or as a user posted in the Shower Thoughts subreddit, "A chicken was hatched, raised in captivity, butchered and processed, distributed and cooked so that I could drop it on the sidewalk walking home drunk from KFC." It's not just the normal suspects who get the drunchies cravings for KFC either. Case in point, the New Zealand mayor who was caught drunk driving for a quick KFC pit stop. Long story short, if you're working at a fast food joint that sells the very comfort food that people crave after drinking a few too many, you're going to need a lot of patience. While it's surely possible for some to work up through the rankings and earn a good living in manager or corporate positions at KFC, others are working at the fast food chain as more of a way to make some money until they move on to the next period of their career or education. KFC offers a tuition initiative called the Reach Educational Grant Program to help employees at participating KFC U.S. restaurants pursue their dreams of going to college. The program is relatively open for multiple uses. Employees of any age, any position, pursuing any degree can receive money to help them them attend the accredited 4-year or 2-year college of their choice. The money can also be used at trade/vocational schools and for graduate study. KFC won't pay for the entirety of your schooling, but the money can help. On Reddit's KFC subreddit, a confused drive-thru customer came looking for an answer to what they described as a, quote, weird request from the drive-thru employee. She asked me to back all the way up and then pull forward again because they're on a timer. According to one responder, the employees needed to improve their drive-thru order completion times, and having the person roll through twice was serving 2 people quickly rather than 1 person slowly.
My diet is ruined! I hope you're happy. Okay. 2 Renaissance wraps, no mayo, chili rings.
I'll have the medieval meal.
KFC employees have also posted about the struggles of working on the drive-thru. One noted that the drive-thru is only faster than walking in, quote, if you know exactly what you want when you drive in. They said, it's okay if you have an idea but aren't sure and have a few questions, but please don't come in clueless. When people go to a fast food restaurant, they expect their food to be ready fast. But that's not always possible, and employees are the first to hear from customers who don't understand that.
Let me ask you something. How hard is your job? How intelligent do you have to be to take a food order?
One worker posted on KFC's subreddit, my fellow employees know the people that complain about chicken wait times are the same people that complain about chicken not being fresh. Chicken fillets take a different time to cook than boneless chicken, which takes a different time than bone-in chicken, of course. Exactly how long might surprise you. One employee replied that the original chicken takes 16 minutes to cook, crispy takes 15 minutes and 30 seconds, tenders take 4 minutes, and fillets take 7 minutes after breading them. In another employee's post about their biggest pet peeves while working at KFC, multiple peeves related to freshness and time complaints. They said, customers tell us to cook another batch because they'd rather wait for fresh. Sorry, we can't waste chicken like that. Our stock is full and we have nowhere to put the fresh chicken. And of course, when customers complain about a wait when there's an obvious line of 30 customers ahead of them. Some fast food chains have built a reputation from special orders, secret menus, and menu hacks that every dedicated customer knows. While those can be fun for the person doing the eating, asking for anything off menu makes everyone's job harder. One customer seems to have noticed this and asked the KFC Reddit community if it's, quote, normal to only ask for thighs and/or breasts in a chicken bucket. The answer, as you might expect, is that yes, this happens all the time. One KFC employee noted, it can be a bit annoying if the customer gets frustrated when we do not have it, but when everyone is ordering special orders, it degrades the stock quite quickly. Others acknowledged that as annoying as it is, the least you can do is call ahead to make it less of a pain for the kitchen. One other thing to keep in mind, according to an employee who responded to the question, some stores charge $1 per breast to swap it out with another piece, so it'll get expensive fast. According to the website Workstream, free food for KFC employees during their shift is a relatively common perk. There are even discounts when the person isn't working that day. Still, it depends on which location the employee is at, and discounts vary from 10% to 30%. On Glassdoor, employees have gotten specific about the food benefits. An employee in Toledo, Ohio, commented that employees at their location, quote, are allowed to eat the food we cook on our breaks. Another in Lancaster, California, added that when you work, they will provide you with a free meal. You can have any of the $5 meals with a drink. And then there was the employee who noted that they get a 2-piece chicken meal and 2 sides if they work 6 or more hours. KFC is owned by Yum Brands, which also owns Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and the Habit Burger and Grill. It's not uncommon to see ones that have been combined, so there are 2 chains in one building. A KFC and Pizza Hut, for example, or a KFC and a Taco Bell. As one employee at a KFC and Taco Bell combination location put it on Reddit, for some people, just pizza or just fried chicken or just tacos isn't enough. This is America. Why should you have to choose? So they have these combination restaurants to fill all your needs, where you can order from both at the same time. Double the restaurant means more customers and double the number of orders. That can mean that workers may have to take some shortcuts. One employee at a KFC and Taco Bell location noted on Reddit that they've had to take steps to make sure they get the food out on time. Biscuits are pre-buttered, for example, and cookies aren't made in-house. For the chicken strips, they're blanched for the entire day rather than made as needed. It's impossible to deny that humans need some entertainment in their lives, even at work. That's where little employee games come into play. One employee posted on Reddit that they make their shift go by faster with a bingo game. It's simple, but the worker adds, it helps shifts pass a little bit and helps us laugh every time we hear a new bingo entry. Another employee at a KFC and Taco Bell combination restaurant added in the same thread that they hold competitions to see who is faster based off of drive-thru times to make the day better. The prize? A small bit of money, and for the winners to be addressed as royalty and greeted with, "How are you, Your Majesty?" whenever they start their shift. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite fast food chains are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.